Hello, my name is Justin, and today I'll be talking about how to breed Bristlenose pleco. What is it? The Bristlenose pleco, also known as Ancestris cerohosis, is a sort of catfish from the Lachloridae family. One of the smallest catfish, in fact, growing to only around 5 inches. They can range from colors of brown, gray, to even yellow. Bristlenose pleco, as the name suggests, are widely known for the bristles atop their nose. These are usually called bristles or bushes, scientifically known as odontodes. These bristle-like structures are only apparent on males and not females. There are some theories as to why this is. Some people suggest that it's for better awareness of their surroundings, since they're covered in taste buds. Though it wouldn't answer why it's only apparent on males. My favorite theory as to why this is to be used as a trickery for females to think that the multiple bristles atop the male's head is a cluster of eggs, or babies. This is most likely, as it seems most females like to mate with males that already have a clutch of eggs, as it shows he's a capable father. On day 1, I bought 1 male and 2 female bristlenoses from my local breeder and brought them home. I put them in my 20-gallon breeder tank, which I've already used to keep and breed multiple different species before, so luckily it has already been established with biological filter media. If you don't know what that means, it's basically that I've run the tank for a few years now, and its filter has gathered enough fish waste and beneficial bacteria to be balanced, creating a suitable home for fish. Day 2. Not much happened, but the plecos were starting to get more comfortable in their new home. On day 3, not much happened either. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not feeding the bristlenose pleco yet, that's because when fish move from place to place, such as moving from one tank to another, they can be stressed and not want to eat, and plus, this food shouldn't be wasted, as over time, it can dirty the water, making it hard for fish to breathe. On day 4, I thought it would be suitable for the fish to start eating some food, so I dropped into the aquarium a few high-protein foods made from black soldier fly larvae. These pellets help give the plecos a necessary amount of protein and fiber to help the females to process eggs and help the male fill up, as when he goes into the cave to care for the eggs, he won't come out and eat anymore. That reminds me, I haven't talked about the breeding process yet. Basically, it starts like this. The male will search for a cave, and when he finds a suitable spot, he will guard it until he spots a female. Then he will leave for brief periods of time to entice the female to follow him into his cave. Once the female is ready, she will swim into his cave and lay her eggs. This is called spawning. Then the male will guard them for around 21 days until all the babies leave the cave to live a life on their own. After day 4, not much happened. It was just a bunch of repetition of feeding and pooping. So I skipped forward a few weeks, as I know all our attention spans are quite short, and I don't want to drag on this presentation for super long. Also because I don't have a lot of info. So I wanted to get straight to the action. Sadly, bristlenose plecos aren't known for growing very fast, as it needs an average around 6 months to a year to get them to breeding size. But luckily, my local breeder was kind enough to give me a pleco that were around 3 to 4 months old, so it won't take that long. On week 16, I finally saw some breeding behavior going on. The male was chasing the female around. This might seem cruel at first, but when you really think about it, in chasing the female, it can show her that the male is capable of chasing away the predators of the babies. It's 10:16 p.m. and I'm writing this right before bed. I was super excited with the behaviors I saw this morning, so I was sitting in front of the tank and just waiting for the female to make a move. And right there, you can see the female make a beeline for the male's cave. This is very intriguing, as it is hard to find clips online of females entering the male's cave, as it's most commonly done at night. So you can understand my excitement when I was able to catch it on film. It's the day after I saw the female enter the cave. Knowing this, I shone a flashlight into the cave, and there you can see the eggs. At this stage, you can see the eggs have a beautiful orange color, and in the coming days, it will change much more. It's my bad, I forgot to record the eggs on day 2, but on day 3 you can see that the eggs have changed and now starting to form embryos. One interesting thing I found out was one of the eggs was sadly kicked out by the male. On day 4, the babies have hatched and they are tiny. At this stage of their lives, they're called wrigglers. At this point, you can either leave them be or turn them into baby Brussels smoothies. Of course, I'm joking, that's gross. So either you can leave them be or put them in a grow tank or container. But for the simplicity of the video and filming, I'll be putting them in a viewing container. This is the babies 2 days after I took them out of the cave. At this point, most of them have turned brown, meaning they have soaked up most of their yolk sac and now are ready to eat real food. Before I really end my presentation, I would like to ask you a question. Did you like this presentation? And if you did, would you like to see a part 2 dedicated just to raise the babies? If you did, you can come tell me after the presentation and I might consider making part 2. That about wraps up my presentation on breeding Bristlenose Pleco. I hope this inspires you to breed Bristlenose Pleco of your own, and thank you for listening.